Hello, boys and girls. Welcome to my page. My common sense. I try to keep it down and integrate under 10 minutes. If it goes over 10 minutes, it's something very fucking important. And not important to liberals, libertarians, people that God, people that smoke, people that drink, people like ayahuasca, people like DMT. And of course, if you can't think outside the box, listeners' discretion is advised. You should not be watching my videos. Listeners' discretion is advised. If you have any comments, questions, insults, or roast, especially put it down below. I talk about topics that most people don't really talk about, but sometimes I do. But most of the time I do talk about topics that other people don't talk about. But of course, I'm just rambling on, okay? It's a method to my madness. I'm down the rabbit hole type of guy. I'm your friendly neighborhood Sexologist. I talk to hundreds of people across the world. And I try to make my point under 10 minutes. But sometimes I go over 10 minutes. But of course, if you have any comments, questions, insults, or roast, you put it down below. Let's begin with the topic today. Now, of course, I was watching this video, okay, and this is a response video for, look down in the description box, you'll see where it comes from. I want to talk about Derrick Jaxn. Who is Derrick Jaxn? I don't know if I made a video about it, but I watched his videos on Facebook. I've seen him on Facebook lots of times, and when I hear him talking and people calling him simps and shit like that, he is definitely a simp. It's guaranteed he is one of the king of simps, because in reality, most men are simps. So naturally speaking, you may not talk like a simp, but listen to me, I'm much older than he is. You could just automatically tell the aura of conceitedness about himself. You know, when I say conceited, that means that he's getting his information using social media as a tool to boost his own beauty. He is a vanity person, indeed. And if he saw me, he would know I'm definitely correct, because if you see all his photos, look how way he poses. Look at the way he poses. Me, I try to look cringy because of my personality. You know, my personality, talking to females personally as one-on-one, like a therapist and shit, it's exceptional. And plus, I talk to women overseas, too. It's exceptional. I'm a prodigy. But with him, however, this narcissistic trait that he has, you got to understand something. He is like a billboard. He's a billboard for a lot of females who's going through a lot of turmoil. Now, they said this same shit. But understand why. If you don't want to give him energy, just ignore him. Okay? You know, it's just say something simple and just go on your way. Because he's not changing women's minds to take advantage of any man that leaves them hoes. Okay? All right? Okay, now, Jaxn, okay, whatever. He just talks simpish all of the time because he's doing it for a purpose. That's all it is. Just like the media. The media mixes things and flips things. Liberal medias do all that all of the time, okay? So you got to watch look at his photos. Look at his videos. He don't never talk about menage a trois. He'll never talk about anything what a man should do for the matriarch to protect themselves. He's always catering towards women. Because, you know why? He don't even have problems with women. That's the fucking key element there. He don't, that type of guy, that nigga don't have no problems with women. So he caters to him. And as a matter of fact, that's a good way of using dark psychology. I give him kudos for using the dark psychology. It's just like Tommy Sotomayor. He uses dark psychology by talking about black women does this the most, okay, you know. But he haven't been with all of the women, even though he's more attractive than I am. Derrick Jaxn is more attractive than I am, but I'm pretty sure there wasn't no gigolo. There wasn't no gigolos. They was just attractive. And most guys who are technically attractive are what? Simps. Or you want to say beta alphas, okay? Because I was never a simp. The only time I'm a fucking simp is when I'm looking for a simp for the money. I'm a simp limp for the money, okay? Like a real pimp, okay? Because pimps don't fuck their product, correct? So if you actually talk to a pimp and the pimp say he fucks his product and shit, he is no longer a pimp. Just like a person who uses cocaine, okay? You snort your shit, you're a junkie, okay? You're a contradiction. A walking fucking contradiction. I don't fuck use vaginas. Can those guys say that type of shit? No. Most of you guys and Jared Dax and all them other type of motherfuckers, like, if it's there's to get it, you're not to quit it. And you don't care if it's not a virgin or not, okay? And you just into the pussy, okay? You don't care where it been at. And you don't have any OCD. You don't care. You just want to take care of it because that's you, okay? Because you don't have no high standards. High standards come from when you know how to speak about yourself without worrying about anybody else making a judgment call. But understand this now. Derrick Jaxn and everybody else, most of you guys too, included, are simps. So this, stop calling him the king of simps, because most of you guys are simps. You don't focus on the money first. You look at a woman's beauty, and the first thing that comes to your mind is that I want to hit and quit. Okay, you got red pillars still talking nonsense. I'm still teaching motherfuckers about polygyny and going overseas, trying to have families, trying to keep females in check by having leverage. You know, pimpology is not fucking easy. Pimping ain't easy, but I'm no pimp, though. I don't consider myself no pimp. I don't womanize. I don't do the womanizing shit. I did that shit back in my beta male days, okay? But when you're a beta male, you don't necessarily have to fuck women. You're just serving women for a profit, okay? Or you can be doing it for the used vaginas. But if you fuck with females who have used coochies, you are technically a simp. But if you're doing it for money, okay, and you're not having sex, that's a completely different ball game there. I do things I'll jump up inside. If you give me $1 million to jump upside and down my head, if you want to meet me wear a dress in a movie for $2-3 million, you know what I'm saying? It's like not a problem, okay? You know, look at Eddie Murphy, okay? He wore a dress. But motherfuckers always talk about Eddie. See, one thing I don't like about Eddie Griffin, he was like, I would never wear a dress. I'm like, damn. You're not really free with your personality. It's not that versatile. You can't see yourself wearing a dress, motherfucker. What about Eddie Murphy? He's funnier than you, okay? God damn it, Eddie Griffin. Eddie Griffin is right on the page. He's one of my favorite comedians. Eddie Griffin, Eddie Murphy, Cedric the Entertainer, Chris Tucker, okay? A whole lot of black entertainers are definitely more funnier than a lot of white ones. But anyway, I digress here. Please understand, the king of simp, he is not the king of simps. There's a lot of guys out there who still are focused on used vaginas, okay? And they don't care about money. They don't even care about themselves. The only thing they care about is the head downstairs. And if you can't control that head downstairs, this is what I'm talking about. Okay, lots of women take advantage of men through the money system, okay? So they're pimping. Women got it made. Y'all guys got lots to do to flip this role around. Y'all crackers out there too, man. Y'all snowmen. You know, I'm talking crackers, niggas, and everybody else. But we ain't talking about black people here. We're talking about who is a fucking king simp. He's not the king of fucking simps. He's just attractive because he's just beautiful. That's all. He's a narcissist. He's a woman. He's a woman in a man's body. Okay? You can see he don't have problems with women. So stop giving them attention. Just like I tell people all the time, if you don't want Trump to get reelected, stop talking about Trump. Because Trump is not stupid, okay? He may sound stupid, okay? You know, a lot of people say that. But that motherfucker is not stupid, okay? And then there's some sort of energy around him. Nobody cares about his emotions. That's bad energy for everybody else, including this country. But what I'm saying to you this way, when I see his videos, I'm like, this nigga is shit. He getting paid. And that's what I used to do. Feed off of women's emotions. You gaslight these motherfucking bitches. And, you guess what I learned? Through the gynecologists, they always gaslight them bitches, especially the cracker ones. The cracker ones, when I talk to a black gynecologist, there's a difference between a black gynecologist and a white gynecologist. A white gynecologist is very nice. They're the biggest gaslighters of them all. So I tell you women all of the time, why would you need to get a checkup all the time when you know you ain't fucking around? Your body automatically has its immune system. So you go to a white doctor. And then you ask him a question like, does it always snaps back? Okay, the pussy snaps back, right? The first thing you're going to get, he's a white guy. So he's going to be passive toward you. You got to understand white intellectual prowess. Okay? You got to understand that their psychology and psychosis is different from black folks. Now, if you talk to a black person and you told them that shit ain't going to snap back, the black guys, when the black gynecologists, which I talked to, they told me the same shit. You know, they told me that shit don't snap back. Okay, they know that. And there's some white shit, white gynecologists I talk to as well. And I ask them questions. I just don't run my mouth without actually doing shit without some backup, okay? And so they tell me they have to gaslight. It's a professional thing to keep their securities in place, okay? But women know this personally that it doesn't snap back. But anyway, I already got to the point already here. Now here, lots of simps, true simps who are attractive, narcissistic type guys, they're going to gaslight women head up all of the time. When you tell them the truth, they're going to look at you as the bad guy. And what Derrick Jaxn, what he does, he gaslights their head up and he gets paid. So y'all should start doing the same thing. Now, what I do is completely eccentric. I don't do what everybody uses. So don't put me with apples and oranges. I'm too real for that. You could call my shit satire if you want. I'm like fucking Eminem. Well, the real Slim Shady, please fucking stand up. Please understand that. I am the realest you can get, even though I may not look it. but I am pretty athletic, okay? I'm for my size, yeah. But other than that, that's all I really wanted to say, you guys. I gotta start giving him attention, okay? Derrick Jaxn, let him get his money. He's Gigolo, and he's just pimping those females out. Let him do what he wanna do, okay? There's a whole bunch of guys who you think is simp, but they probably are not a simp. So be careful with that. When I listen to Tommy Sotomayor, when he keeps talking about T1000s, B1000, I said, sometimes he talk about white women too, but his drive is more for black women to make them better by using dark psychology, by saying, although black people do all of this the most, okay? You know, black people do all this the most, when he don't even have no idea what white women do, okay? White women do far more heinous shit. Now, I could tell you some stories and shit here, baby. Black women you just gotta watch out for roaches and shit, okay? But white women, whole new fucking ball game from my experiences. But other than that, I was talking for 11 minutes. Please understand that most men are simps, so just stop focusing in on him like that. It's just like you trying to be a girl. I've seen his videos, but please understand that most guys are simps, and the women are the pimps. Okay, you may call the pimp women a sort of like a madams, okay, because they talk to one another and coach one another a little bit more better than the men for some reason. I know white guys who lost their fucking cars. I know crackers who lost their Jeeps and fucking even their lives don't get thrown in jail because they snapped because they didn't know how to use their psychosis to kill them bitches professionally like I do, okay? And who said I did it, okay? Y'all motherfuckers starting to need to think deeper. Women disappear every fucking day. And y'all losing the battle in the court system and the fucking matriarch? Who's the biggest simps? My wife pays me for my services, okay? She got to pay, okay? Even if she can go to the court all she wants, I still got... I'm like Mr. Reddington again, okay? She don't pay, I'd rather go to jail. See what happens then, okay? But other than that, y'all have a good day, and y'all have a good night, and stop talking about Derrick Jaxn. He's nothing. He's just making money. He's just doing that for money. You know that. Peace.